little reading buddies, how are you today? This is your own Gomati auntie. How have you guys been? Now, today is a very special day. It's a very special Indian festival. It is also called the Festival of Colors. Plenty of colors, pichkari and a lot of playing. Does it ring any bell? That's right, today is Holi. Yes, today is a festival of colors called Holi. And Holi, falls on the full moon day of Phalguni or the Panguni month, Tamil month of Panguni every year. And that falls somewhere in the month of, English month of March. Well, today we are going to learn what, the festival signifies. How did Holi come to being and why we celebrate Holi, what is so special about Holi, and for those of you who don't know how it is celebrated, this book covers it all. And today we are going to be reading Amma, Tell Me About Holi. This is written by Bhakti Mathur and illustrated by Maulshri Somani. That's right, we have read a number of other books written by Bhakti Mathur auntie, right? We have read Amma Tell Me About Krishna, the three of those series. We will very soon read about Ramayana and about Hanuman. But today we will read about Holi. Yeah, let's get started. Amma Tell Me About Holi. Written by Bhakti Mathur, illustrated by Maulshri Somani and published by the Anjana Publications. There once lived a little boy, Klaka was his name. Countless friends he had, with whom he played many a game. Large eyes, a wide smile, teeth like pearls in a row, his brother was called Kiki, and his golden dog Frodo. Every night their Amma tucked Klaka and Kiki into bed, and then it would be time for a story to be read. That's right. You see, story and bedtime stories are a favorite in many households, and looks like Klaka and Kiki also follow that routine. And looks like, by the way it is written, looks like this is the first of the books because the author is explaining about who Klaka and Kiki are and what their ritual is, the bedtime ritual every day. So it looks like this is first of the many books that Bhakti Mathur has written. Let's keep going. So every night their Amma tucked Klaka and Kiki into bed, and then it would be time for a story to be read. Of queens brave and kings handsome, of pirates cunning and demons fearsome. Today, Klaka was excited, but the day passed slowly, for Amma had promised to tell him all about Holi. He had been agog since morning, waiting for bedtime. He hopped into Amma's lap soon as he heard the clock chime. My favorite festival of all, said Amma, is the festival of colors we call Holi. It is the coolest party of the year, celebrated with friends and family. A day to have fun, forget all the rules, a day to be naughty as you can be, fling water balloons that go spat and drench Kiki and Daddy and me. Shoot with water pistols called pichkaris, smear paint on and get smeared by friends, creep up on them slowly from behind and pour a bucket of water over their heads. But why color someone? Asked Klaka. And why let them smear and drench us? Amma said, that comes from a tradition started long ago by Krishna the mischievous. You see, Krishna was blue like the sky, but his friend Radha was white as snow. And Krishna would often ask his Amma, "Why isn't Radha blue like me? Why is it so?" One day, his Amma, who is Krishna's Amma? That's right, Yashoda Amma, said to him in zest, "I really can't say why Radha isn't blue. Why don't you throw some blue color on her if you want her to look just like you?" Naughty Krishna did exactly that. And the prank he played that day became a tradition that we celebrate as the beautiful festival of Holi today. The colored dyes of Holi are called gulal and abir. Years ago, these colors were made from the leaves of palash tree. Holi falls on the day of the full moon in March, when flowers again bloom. It marks the arrival of cheery spring and the end of winter's cold gloom. The night before Holi, we burn a big bonfire of twigs and branches. We celebrate the burning of Holika, who was a really evil enchantress. From Holika does Holi gets its name, and it also marks the celebration of all that is good in this world and of evil's ultimate decimation. Holika was the evil sister of a demon king as wicked as he can be. His name was Hiranyakasipu, and he caused terror across the country. That's right, Hiranyakasipu was one of the ferocious, fearful demon that lived long ago. And for those of you that follow Auntie's, spiritual stories around Saturdays that I do, which is called as the Umachi series, you would have noticed I have spoken about Prahlad. That's right, Hiranyakasipu is the father of Prahlad. And what is the connection between Prahlad and Lord Vishnu? Any bells ringing? That's right, the Narsimha avatar, one of the avatars of Lord Vishnu, happened because Lord Vishnu wanted to rescue Prahlad. And the story of Holika goes all the way back to this story of Prahlad. And Holika was Prahlad's aunt. Yeah, let's read on. So he wanted everyone to worship only him as their divine lord. Who? Hiranyakasipu. He wanted everybody to pray only him, worship only him, and mercilessly punished those who did not bow to him as God. Ooh. Now, absolutely opposite was the king's son, Prahlad. A good boy, a kindly boy with an unshaken faith in God. Spotting Prahlad in prayer one day, the king asked, "Who do you pray to?" Unafraid, Prahlad firmly answered, "To my only true God, Lord Vishnu." Hiranyakasipu screamed in anger, "Who is greater, your Vishnu or I?" Prahlad smiled at him calmly. "Lord Vishnu," was his reply. The protector of our world is the loving God Vishnu. In his many forms, his avatars, he watches over me and you. Just like Krishna, Vishnu too is the color of the deep blue sea. He lives in the heavenly ocean with his wife, Goddess Lakshmi. Vishnu watches over us as he lies on a snake with 1,000 heads. The divine creature is Sheshnag, who serves as his master's bed. The wicked king Hiranyakasipu was so angered by Prahlad's reply. To make a terrifying example of him, decided that the boy must die. Oh my God. He made his men hurl Prahlad in the path of elephants wild. It was nothing short of a miracle. Then no harm came to the child. Into a hall crawling with angry snakes was the poor Prahlad next thrown. Yet again he walked out unharmed by the grace of Lord Vishnu alone. Evil Holika, whom no fire could harm, finally decided it was her turn to help her brother. She would end Prahlad's life by making him burn. How evil, right? With Prahlad in her lap, she sat on the logs of wood used for a pyre and laughed wickedly at the boy as the king's men lit the fire. Ha 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 ha! She laughed. Brave Prahlad stayed calm as he chanted Vishnu's name. Lo and behold, he was untouched, while Holika perished into the flame. Why did Holika's magic fail her? Any guesses? Why did Holika's magic fail her? Because her aim was to harm only when used to help others. Does power work like a charm? You see, you can't use your power to harm anyone. Only if you use your powers to help others will your charm work, will your powers work. Klaka let out a deep breath. The story had him spellbound. Amma, he said, I can hardly wait for colorful Holi to come around. But I have one more question, Amma. What is Holi's bestest color? All colors are beautiful, she said, just like every child is to his mother. Long after Holi has come and gone and the colors are washed away, our endless love for each other with us will forever and ever stay. So, the color of love is my favorite, you see, as it is the only one that lasts for eternity. With those words, Klaka fell asleep. That night, he dreamt happily of playing with Radha and Krishna, the colorful festival of Holi. Well, now that is the end of the story, and also how Holi came to being celebrated in the country, and how Holi brings all family and friends and lots of cheer and color to our life. I hope you guys celebrate Holi safe with a lot of caution and social distancing this year around, especially, mainly because it is a tough time and we want to be really careful, right? Health first after all. Well, Auntie loved reading the story with you guys. You see, there is one takeaway that I have from the story, which is of that of Holika's life. You see, when you have superpowers, you have lots of power, doesn't matter how much of those powers you possess. But if you use your powers to help others, your powers will work like a charm. On the other hand, if you use your power for bad reasons to hurt anybody, your powers are in vain, won't work. That's right. You've seen this of many kings and demons in the past. You see, these mythological stories brings us just one message, right? Which is always be good, think good, do good, speak good, and always be good. Evil has no place in the world, right? I hope you guys enjoy this episode with me, and I hope you enjoy Holi today with lots of color and cheer and happiness and sweets and whatnot. So enjoy Holi today. And oh, by the way, if you've not subscribed to Auntie's channel, please do so and share some colors with Auntie as well. Share your pictures of how you celebrated Holi with Auntie, and I'll be very happy to share those pictures with all our viewers here at our channel. Well, we come to the end of the episode today, but I wanted to finish today's episode with a shout out. Today's shout out is for Nandana. That's right, Nandana is a very cute little girl, and Auntie had asked for a little riddle a few episodes back, and Nandana was the one that guessed it all right. And shout out to Nandana. Hi Nandana, thank you so much for watching Auntie's channel so regularly. Love you so much, Nandana. Alright you guys, take care, celebrate Holi with lots of cheer, and I will see you in another colorful and fun-filled episode. Until next time, have fun and happy Holi. Bye.